Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thorgrim and Ungrim playthrough here. This is Michael with Gaming for Immersion, together with Immersioneer. We are playing a co-op multiplayer Dwarven Retake the Realms campaign. Retake the Realms is this first legendary grudge here, where we're basically just trying to reconquer all of the ancient Dwarven lands, and of course we'll do other things while we're in the process of doing that, but that's our number one priority. So far things are going fairly well, although there's been a few interesting spicy developments that have popped up. Here in the north we're I think pretty stable, except that I do have a little bit of an issue here with these this minor vampire count faction, the Lamian Sisterhood. They have a tendency to keep wandering into my territory even though we're not at war, so I'm kind of trying to keep tabs on them up there. But the bigger spiciness, let's say, is down here in the south, where we're actively at war with Trutch Craventail and Clan Rictus. We've won multiple battles against him, but of course, Skaven being the way they are, they can reconstitute their forces quite quickly, and it's always a little bit slow and hazardous moving through their territory if we wanted to try to eliminate them completely because of their propensity for ambushing. Then we also have to worry probably quite a bit about Ironclaw down here, so Gorbad is going to be a real thorn in our side, I think, for a while in this campaign. Looks like he has finished conquering the territory of Barakvar over here, and at this point he's basically right on the border with Immersioneer down here in the Silver Road. So we're not actively at war with him yet, but I suspect that will happen very soon. We also have about 5 turns left here on our Age of Reckoning, and I believe Immersioneer, I think you said you're pretty close to hitting the 50% mark. I am actually, unfortunately, very, very low here, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have a great opportunity to build up too many more settled grudges. But anyway, it is what it is. So I think I'll go ahead and pause there and see if you have anything to add.
Yeah, no, I'm at 45%. Yeah, so I need probably, well, I'll even tell you, 12. I only need 100 grudges to tip myself over 50%.
That's good, and that makes sense because the majority of the fighting recently has been down there in your territory.
Yep.
I think what I may end up doing very soon is trying to go to war with Sylvania over here, and at least that'd be a way for me to build up some more settled grudges. Well, now, it's not going to happen within the next 5 turns, though.
Maybe, but I would suggest if you can secure your territory, I think you should come down and help me take on the Iron whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on what you mean by secure my territory. Carrick Kadrin is probably okay with a size 13 garrison, but if I move all of my armies out of the north and then Sylvania or the Wood Elves or somebody like that, there's the Chaos Dwarves are up here as well. Let me ping where they are. You know, if one of them decides to invade me and I don't have any armies up there, it would be a little bit hazardous. But yeah, I mean, you got to fight the enemies that you know for sure that you're dealing with, and so yeah, maybe it does make sense for me to move an army down that way. What I might end up doing in the like, I don't want to say the long term, but in the intermediate term, maybe I'll switch up Ungrim's army, which is my stronger army. I'll get that one moving south and maybe get Logan moving back up northward and use his army to play defense up here. But we'll react to circumstances as they develop here. Does Thorgrim, you're out of movement already for this turn, so I think.
No, I have. This is
okay. I just can't see what your movement is. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, so I think what we discussed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a 3rd level dwarf keep. Dwarf keeps are a bastions of the realm, impregnable forts built upon and within mountain peaks in World's Edge Archway, which will give us better garrison and open up the 4th building slot there. And I'm going to build another defensive building there, and hopefully World's Edge Archway can become a
good strong point.
Good strong point versus these Skaven, and that will kind of let who is this guy Thorgrim that I'm playing, Thorgrim, kind of do his business and let your your guy, the Demon Slayer Logan, also kind of free him up.
Yeah, so
That was
I
going to
can
take
leave
5
him.
turns for the upgrade and another 2 for that building, I think.
Okay, so I can leave Logan there until that building does get built, if you want.
Yeah, that would be great.
So he's sort of at your disposal for the time being. So does
Okay,
that
then
mean
one thing-
you're going to
yeah.
move Thorgrim then down towards Black Rock? Is that, or I'm sorry, Black Crag?
Crag. Yeah, I was thinking I have 5 turns to complete the grudges. If I can, I should make it there in like 3 or 4 and then
Yeah.
assault it, and then try to open up the war with the orcs by taking their strongest settlement in the middle. And either they will just come there, and I'm hoping to defend, make them crash.
They're
against that.
unlikely to just throw waves of attackers at you in Black Crag. If you successfully take Black Crag but leave like the Silver Road undefended, I would say there's a better chance that they'll just invade the Silver Road. The AI now, okay, I will say this because CA has been changing the AI recently, and by the time all this happens, who knows whether or not they'll have going live with some updates to the AI. But at least for now, the AI very rarely will attack you if it's a battle that they don't think they can win. And with Thorgrim's army inside Black Crag, unless the Greenskins are bringing multiple armies at the same time, then they're unlikely to feel like they could win. But, there's only one way to find out
at
for
least
sure.
I can then jump and like take Karak drawn. I feel like I'm in a good position there as long as
Yeah. In
Karak
fact,
the
there's
Karak can hold.
you can't see it right now, but there's also another settlement over here called Iron Rock that has
right next. Yeah, that's the third settlement in that province.
Yeah.
So we'll take Death Pass from them, and that will put us in a good position to take back the Blood River Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can take Black Crag, that's a real game changer. That would definitely swing any war against him over it, in our favor. Because currently he's quite strong, right? Isn't he one of the strongest factions? Yeah, he's the #1 faction in the game right now. He's got 15 settlements, with the highest strength ranking in the entire game. And he hasn't finished off Barakvar yet. He's still at war with Barakvar. And he's also at war with Skarbrand, who is a major faction. So that's good. That's the Khorne faction. So that'll help. If he has to divert some of his forces southward to deal with Skarbrand, then that is certainly to our advantage.
Okay, yeah, and if we take Death Pass and Blood River Valley, we only have the Southern World Age Mountains and Blightwater to take to complete the legendary Grudge of Retake the Realm. I actually managed to open it.
That's good. Maybe they fixed that.
No, the bottom right is still grayed out, but I can click on the green scroll.
I see.
Do it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I guess, sure, I'll start moving south. One question I had is, do I want to take that fight of the Axe of Grimnir? Because that will give me, that's like you teleport to those quest fights, which has been like ages since I've done one. But it gives me Settle Grudges plus 500, gives me the Axe, which gives me army upkeep minus 5%, and that's recruitment cost minus 10%, a bunch of other stuff. It also gives me 5,000 in my treasury. Like, what does that really take to teleport there and to
it
fight
takes
it and come back?
500 gold.
Okay,
and
I can do
that's
that.
all. 500 gold plus you have to be in regular stance. You can only do it from regular stance. However, that's a good idea because you've got me looking now. I could do the same thing with Ungrim. In fact, that would be a really good way for me to get, if I don't have any other way to get good settled grudges, I have something here, a quest battle called the Slayer Crown, which would get me 500 as well.
Let's do it. Like if I use all my movement, can I still do it?
As long as you are still in march stance, you can do it.
Okay, so I'll march south. I'll still remain in this province because I want to help them with public order.
I've got 2 quest battles to do here.
Yeah, same, because I'm already level. No, actually, maybe I only have 1. Yeah, because No, I have 2. Yeah, I have Armor of Skaldur as well. But that's to be honest.
I'm liking this idea. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yes.
Because I could very easily do that this turn.
Yes. For Slayer King.
Well, let me do Axe of Grimnir, and then we do your battle.
Yeah.
And then
That
probably take us the whole episode.
That works for me. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll click on Axe of Grimnir, teleport, right? And then it's gonna bring me back, right?
Yeah, so it'll bring you right back to the same spot.
Okay, I'm teleporting. Oh, close victory.
Okay, we're gonna have our work
Good
cut
meal.
out for us.
All right, so I need to click on fight battle first, right?
Yes.
How's this a close victory? They got Night Goblin
That's
Shaman.
because it says reinforcements expected,
Ooh.
and you never know
Okay.
what those reinforcements are going to be until you try it.
Okay, come help me.
I clicked on join team.
Nice. Loading in now. I'm sure. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to give someone a banner. Fine, it's armor piercing banner. I don't think.
Well, I
no,
mean,
they
they're
do
going to
have
have. Well, actually, from what we can see on here, really only their heroes are the only thing with armor. But with the reinforcements expected, there's probably going to be some higher tier orc units that'll have high armor. But anyway, it's not going to make that big of a difference.
Okay. We are on the attack. Is that right?
Yes, and there's going to be a
Look
little
at
bit of
that.
a cutscene here.
Behold, the stone fruits of the Engineers Guild's labor. New flying gyro machines will take to the air. Let me assure my traditionalist brethren within the guild that Ungrim himself would be pleased with this innovation. Now, let us test them against the eternal enemy, the ones who have more entries in the great book of grudges than any other, the orcs. See how the greenskin filth flock round that vile pillar. Let us wipe them out. So confident am I in these new machines that I forsake my axe, and will not take it up again until victory is secured here. I do this in the knowledge that those orcs will soon be corpses scattering the battlefield. Let us be about this.
Okay, now hopefully the battle's not going to... Yep, it starts right away. Okay, so you're going to have to gift me units while the action is already going on here.
No, I can click start.
Oh, okay, all right. Sometimes some of these quest battles, it feels like they start automatically, but good. This is a good sign.
So I'm gonna give you again the
artillery.
artillery, the hero, and you want the quarrelers, and maybe
I'll happily take whatever you want me to take.
I'll give you the quarrelers. I guess they were not expecting any, obviously, Skaven-like shenanigans, so...
No, they're not going to have any menace belows, but you don't know which direction the reinforcements are going to come from.
Okay, I can give you a unit of Longbeards, I guess, to protect, but maybe that doesn't make sense.
No, it's fine. I'll let you know if I see real trouble occurring.
The rule's claw.
Yes, I'll keep a couple of strong units on the flanks.
For the ancestors.
Yeah, pretty simple, right? We'll try to make them attack us, right? Get off that high ground.
Well, it says killer route all the greenskin shamans, so we are going to need to find the greenskin shamans. They also do have artillery over there, so I'm actually going to move our grudge bearers. I'm sorry, our grudge throwers. I'm going to move them all the way here in the front because we
But our artillery is way stronger, right?
Our artillery has better range. Those Doom Diver catapults are really good. They probably do more damage than our grudge throwers do.
Oh, don't tell me that. I don't believe that.
Well, the
Heresy.
the reason they're so good is because they're like homing weapons. Because
okay.
they launch. I don't want to use
Kamikaze.
the word because I don't want YouTube to demonetize me. But yes, kamikaze dive bombers, basically. So they're goblins with wings that'll fly straight towards you and blow themselves up. So.
Well, gyrocopters will take care of them.
Yeah. Well, I can also start shooting the the grudge throwers at them as well. But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that would certainly help with the gyro bombers as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start then, right?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Come on!
Those shamans hide on the hill. We must wipe them out, but also be careful of the forces approaching from our flanks.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the right-hand side, right-hand side.
Okay. Sure
see it?
enough. I'm turning some of the correlers over to face them.
Move now! Range far! Range fast! Fire on the earth! For the High King!
All right.
Range
The grudge throwers are doing pretty decent damage there against those doom divers.
This won't miss fire!
Your gyro bombers are attacking the infantry currently, rather
Oh, are they?
than the doom divers.
Oh, wait, we were attacking the...
They disappeared. Not sure why. I would have thought that your gyro bombers were close enough to
Oh,
get.
there are the... Oh,
Yeah, the first doom divers just reappeared. So I'm going to switch to targeting
Okay.
them because the others
I
have
think
broken. But we're fine. We're doing pretty good damage here against the flanking force. We've got 4 correlers and 2.
yeah, probably should shoot these...
They're,
big-
they're behind us on the other side. I need your help to defend
Oh.
over here on this side.
Oh, we're getting... Oh, we're getting...
Leave them in flames!
No. A bit of a miscalculation. What do we got?
Yeah,
Dogs.
we need
Oh,
some of
these-
your infantry to turn around.
Yeah,
there.
yep. They turned around.
Okay, I think we're
War of vengeance!
I think we're probably okay on the right flank there.
Put the axe! Yes, yes!
It's the left flank that's definitely going to cause some problems here.
Stop! That'll do!
However, it's not too bad, actually. They didn't do nearly as much damage there as I thought they would. They did a lot of damage to one of your grudge throwers here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to withdraw those grudge throwers, but
Oh, boom. It's a good thing we kept some of that infantry in the back there.
yeah. All right. We've done pretty good damage here to the enemy. To the enemy lord from that flanking force, but they're coming back.
Oh, they're coming back. Yep. Where's Thorgrim? What's he
So
doing?
Thorgrim's standing around, not really doing much
He's
right
standing
now.
around not doing anything. Yeah. It's not what we want.
Yeah, I've got the engineer right now trying to engage the enemy lord, but
Those wolf riders actually.
yeah, we've got the wolf riders running away. One of them's running away. The other one's about to start running away. There we go. They're running away now as well. Okay, these guys, I need you back on your grudge throwers, please. Okay, over here. Yeah, I think we've got things back in control here.
Okay. Oh, they really surprised us there.
Yeah, as soon as the ones came out on the left hand, or I'm sorry, on our right flank, I should have kept an eye on the left flank as well. All right, so we got a lot of them shattered. At least we know they are not going to be coming back.
Yeah, oh, the Gyrocops are taking major damage. Hopefully I can get away without losing a single one. But I'm kind of retreating with them.
So probably what we should have done in hindsight is have our done more of a circle around our missile units rather than like one front line. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have one of the
Okay.
enemy
The
lords
front
about
line,
to
they're-
die there. And I'm getting the Corlers to turn around and take out. Okay, we can see those shaman there in the middle. Do you see them?
Yeah. Thorgrim is.
He's headed towards them. I see. Okay, that's good.
Oh, to be honest, we're not going to be in a very good position to storm Black Crag. That's fine. We'll get
Well,
the
you will get enhanced replenishment rate when
Replenishment.
you finish this battle, so that will help.
No, I think it's only with the second quest, not with the first one.
I'm pretty sure every quest battle gives you
Okay.
an increased replenishment rate. Okay. At this point, I'm focus firing on the shaman here. I think your front line is looking pretty good.
Yeah, that was. Could have certainly gone better.
Well, that's the weakness of the dwarfs, is that they can get outflanked fairly easily. They're really slow.
Yeah.
I'm going to move my the engineer up closer and get a fireball blasting towards those shaman.
Gyro bombers are absolutely.
You might want to
brutal.
pull these hammers back here, pull them back to safety because they've taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose that unit. Never mind. It looks like everybody over there is shattered now, so you don't have to worry about them.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's only a matter of time now for the shaman to all start breaking now as
Oh,
well.
Moving out! For a vengeance! Take them down!
Okay. I don't think you will have lost any units from this battle,
No, I don't think so.
but a couple of them took a pretty sizable
Oh.
amount of casualties.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the grudge throwers at this point because they're more likely to do friendly fire now.
Stop! This won't miss fire!
Okay, they can target that unit, that guy who's running away. There we go. Okay.
You may call it a victory. I'd call it fortunate. Yeah, a little bit. I think we should have taken the dwarven approach of just, turtling up with our artillery.
Yeah.
Have just opened up like that.
Well, you know, you never really know until you get into the quest battle exactly what those reinforcements are going to be and where they're coming from. It has been a very long time since I fought this quest battle. I know I have fought it before, but I don't have all the different quest battles memorized where everybody's coming from.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the main army didn't really do anything. It was all the reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only concern, and it was just because I didn't want you to lose any units at all, was when they got in there on the one grudge thrower unit. But it actually didn't turn out to be all that bad.
Quest complete. We got 1,700 gold, just loot.
Mm-hmm.
We're obviously gonna get the thing.
Yeah, you're gonna get your legendary whatever. Is it a weapon? Is it the axe?
Drink to victory.
Is it
Unit
the axe of
experience
Grimnir?
income.
Is that what you just did? The axe of Grimnir?
Yeah, Axe of Grimnir. Army replenished by 9%.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to help a lot. But you're not going to want to
Control.
fight a second quest battle this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get replay. Unfortunately, I'd rather get the +5 control. But we got a Cooper follower. Okay, I can see where this battle took place. Okay, kind of south. I don't really see why they couldn't structure it so that the first quest battles are closer to where you're from, so you don't have to kind of break immersion by just teleporting to a random spot on the map. But that's fine.
Well, but they want it to be thematic, though, and, like, I've not read the book, so I don't really know, but I'm assuming that they're creating, like, recreating events from the books, probably. Or
Okay,
from,
so we got
from the lore.
5,000 treasury, casualty replenishment plus 10% for 2 turns, Axe of Grimnir, settle grudges 500, oath gold plus 100, excellent, Axe of Grimnir, army upkeep minus 5%, so recruitment, but yeah, this is all excellent. Let me just make sure it is equipped. I also got a skill point, which I am going to put on Grimnir's heirs, +4 for slayers, keep the giant slayers. No, that's not for us. Lightning strike, I guess, is what we really need, right? Or...
Lightning strike is... I like lightning strike an awful lot, and I think lightning strike complements dwarfs very well because they have smaller armies but really good units, and they tend to be fighting against greenskins and skaven, who are both the opposite, where they've got tons of armies with crappy units.
Yeah, I do want to get Iron Willed, casualty replenishment rate plus 30%, but I need to get 1 point in Wallbreaker, Purebeard, or Mason. I guess Wallbreaker, attrition plus 5% when under siege, enemy armies in local region.
Yes.
When I siege someone, they take more, right?
They do. That's of very dubious value in vanilla, though, because very rarely will you actually be sieging things down for very long.
Okay. Purebeard, corruption -1, local province. Or Mason, construction cost -2% for province capital settlement buildings.
Yeah, honestly, none of them exactly blow my socks off.
Yeah.
So pick whichever one appeals to you.
Purebeard. All right. Got this one. Okay, I now have like 7,000 gold. So I am going to... I mean, I could save it. I could upgrade my siege workshop to level 3, giving me the cannons. That's 4 turns. It's going to take 4 turns, though. A drinking hole. I could build a completely new building in my Karak. Is it worth building a gate there? for the walls for an even bigger garrison?
I would say probably not. It is on the front lines, but even without building that walls building, it's already got a really good garrison.
Okay, I'm gonna start on the gyrocopters building then.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
a good
no,
one to build in Karazakrak because you get the what's it, the airport or whatever it's called, the landmark building
Yeah.
there.
Well, to be honest, I won't be
airfield.
able to actually recruit anything for a long time, so I'm gonna build the cannons. And I'm gonna upgrade the drinking holes to get the public order because I'm already at -24 and +2. I just want to keep going with that.
Okay.
And then I mean it will give me more and more money, so I will then feed that into Dead Rock Gap. Unless you wanted some money, by the way.
No,
So I
no,
can
I'm
give you some.
actually looking okay with money. I could pay you back if you wanted me to, but you've made it very
No.
clear that you don't want me to pay you back. So I'm going to be doing a lot of recruiting over the course of the next couple of turns. In fact, I'm going to change my commandment here to reduce my recruitment cost and increase my capacity. I'm going to recruit a bunch more Slayers next turn, and then I'm going to fight my quest battles after I recruit said Slayers.
Okay. Okay, well,
And
I've
do you
upgraded
want-
everything, spent all my money. Yes, I just need to replenish, and then I will run towards Black Crag.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, you
active, yeah.
just make sure you're in your own territory, or else you'll stop
Yep.
replenishing. But
No, I'm all good.
well, you're good this turn, but like next turn, you could very easily cross over
Yeah.
into
No, I
his
won't.
territory. All right, so then you want me to
Alright.
leave Logan right where he is?
What?
Yeah, please, yeah. Yeah, I guess you have to defend my world's age.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works for me.
Yeah, well, I'm already in Age of Reckoning, so I'm 65% now. I could actually get into the 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that would be
be
very
awesome.
nice. That would be very nice boost to control and growth and upkeep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty jealous
I'm ready.
because I'm still stuck down here in the very first tier, Elgi, right now. But I think fighting the quest battles is going to help me a lot.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, anyway, so if we're both done moving, then I need to choose my research here. Let me see here. Okay, I think I'm not going to do any more military technology for the time being. I think I'm going to go up here to guilds. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, all right, I think I am probably ready to end my turn whenever you are.
Right, I'm just thinking, do I cancel the cannons and instead build make Mount Squighorn level 3 settlement and build the level 3 barracks that will give me Longbeards? I feel like Longbeards are really the ones that I need, right, as like a main. Because if I get cannons, I can get like 4 units of cannons, and then, to replace my grudge bearers. Is it better to get 4 units of cannons or replace my dwarven warriors with Longbeards? I mean, obviously, Longbeards are...
I would say neither one needs to be a priority because dwarf warriors are actually pretty quality units even going into mid-game. Longbeards are better, don't get me wrong, but it's not like dwarven warriors are going to be obsolete anytime soon. And really the same thing for your grudge bearers. Yes, I think cannons are a little better than grudge throwers, but I would not say that you desperately need to replace your grudge throwers. So do whatever appeals to you, in other words.
I could get Thunderers and Iron Drakes. Anti-infantry.
Thunderers are going to be really nice when we start going up against orcs that have high armor, because Thunderers do AP damage. And then what was the other thing you mentioned? Iron Drakes. Iron Drakes are really good units as well. You know what else are really good units and you're going to want more of are your gyrocopters and gyrobombers.
Yeah. Well, I could... Because right now, Karak is only level 3, so I could get to gyrocopters with brimstone guns.
And that would be good.
That would be
Th-
good.
those are good.
And fly spot. Oh.
Now you're still
But it's only-
rocking with one army only, right? You don't have
um,
a second army, okay? And your
Yeah,
and your
I'll
money
probably,
situation.
I'm approaching 3,000 income, so I'm hoping soon I'm gonna need to give up grudge bearers and bolt throwers to someone.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's good to like start a secondary army.
Yeah, I agree.
old-
You can pass on the units that
Yeah.
you don't want to keep in Thorgrim's army long term. You could just pass them over into your second army.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna build up a settlement, to be honest. Or do I save growth? Wait, hang on. Sorry,
Take your time.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm agonizing.
No one's going to hold it against you.
Well, I could actually build Mount Pillars of Grungi could hold my arms forge, because that only needs to go up to level 3. I'm gonna build that instead. Get those iron drakes and thunderers, and I'm just gonna save 2,500 gold. Like that never hurts.
Yeah, yeah. You probably do want to have some reserves in your treasury.
Yeah, I'm just gonna actually. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, fine. I'll just. All right. What should I do? Hang on, sorry. I'm trying to think. Do I need more growth? No, I think I should be okay with growth. Okay, I'm just gonna save a bit of money, or I could start on the gyrocopter building. The thing is, I'm not gonna hire them in like any time soon at all. And I'll save it. I'll save the money. I'll just save it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Just
that's it. Yep.
reevaluate next turn then.
Yep.
Well, I've already ended
I'm
my
good.
turn, so
Yep.
whenever
Okay,
you're
sorry.
ready. That's.
Didn't you wanna do your
nothing to apologize
quest battle?
for. What's that?
Didn't you want to do your quest battle as well?
No, I only have 16 units in my main army right now. I'm gonna recruit in a few more, and then fight them. I've got we've got 4 turns left before the Age of Reckoning is done. So I moved my army down into my main province where I can recruit more Slayers, and that's what I'm going to do next turn, unless I get invaded. And then with those additional Slayers, then I'll go ahead and launch the quest battles, because you never really know just how tough a quest battle is going to be, but you generally speaking are going to want to go into it with a full stack of 20 units.
Yeah, that's true. Scheme of Doom performed. Clan Rictus, the Scale
Yeah.
Factions performed the Scheme of Doom. A special Warlock Engineer has been summoned, capable of causing a powerful earthquake in an enemy settlement.
Yeah, that is something to be very wary of. Now, the good news, maybe, is that Clan Rictus does have other enemies, so they might use it against somebody else, but the bad news is there is such a thing as anti-player bias, so there's a good chance he'll bring it up here and detonate that at World's Edge Archway. Or, yeah, that's the most likely place that he would do it.
Well, we need 4 more turns to build up World's Edge Archway. So I guess
If he does detonate it in World's Edge Archway, that will actually slow down your because you'll have to do repairs, so it'll slow down your upgrading of that settlement. But we can't really worry about that right now.
I do have underway lookouts. Chance of plague spreading, plague duration, hidden armies are visible. Will that help us in any way to like?
Not against that. Yeah, it could help if they try to establish like a Skaven Undercity there, or if they try to do a plague, which they could do. However, it's not going to help with that Warlock Engineer that they just created. It's not called a Warlock Engineer. I forget what it's called, but whatever it is they just created.
Okay, I gotta proceed. Okay, if I do, how come my movement like decreases? I can only move from where I am now to like here.
All right.
If
let
I
me t- let me-
tunnel, I can go to like here.
Yeah. That is. I mean, that's still within your own territory, so you could still replenish if you go that far.
If I tunnel, I will replenish, right?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you're in your own territory.
Forwards!
Oof. What do I see? What do I see?
You see just a couple heroes.
They're hangry. Okay, yes, they're just heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Barak Var died, so that means they're now in Stone Mine Tower, right?
That means they have the entire province over there of Blood
Well, that was the
River
last
Valley.
settlement that fell, so they must be somewhere there, right?
Which one is it again?
Barak Var was holding out in Stone Mine Tower. Over here.
I don't.
That was their last settlement. So
Okay.
he
Yeah. Yes. Then that's probably where Gorbad himself is.
Yeah.
So it's only going to take a
Okay.
couple of turns before they head up our way. And honestly, it's possible that they'll head south to fight Scarbrand, but I certainly think we can't count on that. So we need to be prepared for the possibility that he's going to head up and try to invade you. Or he could alternatively see that you're headed towards Black Crag, and he might try to cut you off there.
To recruit a lord, rune lord or demon slayer. I think thematically I'll keep you with the demon slayer. I'd need just to like a lord. Is it worth for me waiting to get some legendary lord? Is there a way I'm gonna get one, like my son or something?
No, until we actually like confederate other dwarven factions. The only legendary lords that we would get that I can think of right now would be if we confederated some of the other dwarven factions. However, have either one of us gotten the Gotrek and Felix event yet? I can't remember.
No.
Okay, so those are two legendary heroes that we can get, and they can be added to your armies.
No, but I want someone cool to lead my second army.
Yeah, I would say generic lords.
Okay, fine. I will hold off on it still for the moment. Yeah, should I just save up as much money and like kind of snowball my economy? I'm at plus 3,333, believe it or not, exactly.
Okay.
4 threes.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, I'm ready to end my turn.
All right, I think I'm going to be ready in just a second. I'm not fighting anything. I'm just doing the recruiting and upgrading a couple of buildings here. I'm not moving Logan. He's going to stay where he is. I think I'm going to do dwarf treasuries here because I am starting to worry about my income. And
Doom's taking its damn time.
now I can go back to... I think I'll leave that commandment there for now. I'm just going to check diplomacy here really quickly. We do have Cathay wanting to do a trade agreement. Have you checked your diplomacy to see if anybody wants to trade with you?
Diplomacy. How do I do that? Trade?
If you click on the diplomacy screen, you should then see something called Quick Deal. That's the easiest way to do it. And then
Deal chance 4.7.
And
Karak Huron.
if you look at trade agreement, if any of them say deal chance in the green, then that means you can make it the deal.
For what reason am I disturbed from my experiment?
Okay, trade agreement. Oh, okay, I click on trade agreement. Yeah, Karak Huron wants to trade with me. I want to trade with them.
Yeah, that's good.
What do I click? Initiate diplomacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just click on balance trade.
Yeah.
And they'll
Shall I
probably
do
give you some
non-aggression
money.
pact? Oh.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to go to war with them, right?
Your demands payment of 1,000. Non-aggression pact. Okay, non-aggression pact, they're going to give me 1,000 and we do a trade agreement. They have accepted our offer.
There you go. So you got some free money, and you got
Alright.
yourself a friend.
Celestial loyalists, they want to do trade.
Yeah, so that's going to be a minor Cathay faction.
Yeah, true. What are they going to give me? How much? 76?
In fact, I might already be trading with them now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I am already trading with Celestial Loyalists, so no reason for you to not go ahead and do it as well.
Yeah, I'll try. Okay, I got another 900 gold. So that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, more quick deals. I like the quick deals. Northern Province, initiate diplomacy. And another 100. Alright. I'll take that. I got 4,500 if you need some, because we need to snowball you, to be honest. I'm a little bit concerned. If you were struggling for money at the start, like we need to get your...
I'm fine. My income
get the beer flowing.
My income is 2,000. I can afford to recruit the Slayers that I'm recruiting this turn. My critical path. This is how I refer to it from back in the days when I was in business school. My critical path is not my money currently. It's my open recruitment slots. I can only recruit 3 at a time. So I could be recruiting more than that if I had enough slots. So anyway, in other words, my money is fine.
Okay, well, I have 4,500 with 3,500 income. So if you want some more, let me know. Happy to give you some.
Did you start a second army? You did not.
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
No,
I would say use that money on your own second army whenever you're ready to do that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. All right, ready to end my turn? Oh, you already ended your turn. Fine. Okay. Let's hope we can take Black Crag and not spark something that we cannot control.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gamble to go straight for Black Crag. It's a very valuable piece of property. You know, it's like going straight for, was it Winterfell? Was that the name of the?
Yeah.
It's like going straight for Winterfell. You know, it's a bold strategy, but it's not without its risks.
We're only reclaiming what rightfully belongs to us. So.
We'll get it all eventually. Don't worry.
Our kin have killed me.
All right, Karakern is now
Step,
interested in
we
doing
drink.
business with me. He wants military access, and he's willing to pay for it. Sure, I'll take his money. Okay, I have an imminent rebellion, which is fine. It's what I wanted. War declared here, so we've got the Chaos Dwarfs declaring war on that minor Cathay faction, Celestial Loyalists. Ooh, very interesting. Gorbad Ironclaw declared war on Karakern. So he's at war with our dwarven friends now.
Who's Gorbad? Oh, the orc I'm about to fight?
Yeah, the Ironclaw clan.
Who did he declare war on?
Karakern, the guys right here. They're right next to you. Now they also have more territory over this way. If you look farther to the west, they've got territory over there. That's where they're from.
Yeah, they've taken over. Oh,
they took over Forest of Gloom, but they're going to lose it probably.
Yeah, but is that where if Ironclaw's army is next to Forest of Gloom? Like, I don't want to start a fight for him to come to Karak.
So you can see his army because I cannot.
I cannot see his army, but I assume that's why he declared war, because he wants to take.
Well, I mean, that's his most likely target, but he may not have an army close enough. The AI doesn't wait until the last minute to declare war. They will quite often declare war against an enemy, even if they don't have an army close by right away. But yes, I would say they're extremely likely to head up that way. And I just took a look here at the strength of Karakern. And it's not looking good. Not looking good for Karakern. They look like they have no military whatsoever. And Zufbar is exactly the same. So it looks like the dwarfs are down to just you and me.
That's fine. Now, if I recruit a hero or a lord in Karak, will they be able to move this turn?
No.
And scout?
They can recruit, but they can't move. By the way, I don't know if you saw over here at World's Edge Archway, but the aforementioned Doom engineer
Yes. Yeah.
is right there. He's very
right?
likely to blow up World's Edge Archway.
Will that just mean we have to repair?
Yeah, it's just going to do a lot of damage to your buildings there.
But my construction will continue. Is that right?
No, not until you repair. So
Wow.
it's not going to eliminate your construction completely, but it will pause them until you do your repairs.
Well, okay, let's keep this interesting. I say we take a risk, and I take Black Crag.
Okay, that's fine. Now, you're not doing it this turn, right?
Yeah, I have one turn to jump into his territory, and then next turn I'll be able to.
Okay, so if we look at, right now, if we look at Black Crag, if you hover over the public order there, we can see that he is not getting any public order from military presence, which means he does not currently have an army there. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not an army sitting right outside the settlement, but there's not one currently in the settlement.
Well, we'll have a chance to abort, right? If I jump into his territory,
now one thing that you could do is you could take Tom Phillipson, your engineer, for example. You could move him down here and have him scout ahead, and he would be able to see if there's any armies close by.
We're going in. We're going in.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is in Kara Zakarak, I recruit a lord so that maybe he can just get some sight vision, or next turn, before we commit to actually attacking Black Crag, I can just run out to Varenka Hills and have a look.
Okay.
All right. So is it better to do a lord or a hero for scouting?
I don't even know how you would use a lord for scouting. Lords are always in charge of armies, so you're not so much scouting with a lord, you're invading with a lord.
I'm getting a Thane hero, and he's going to do our scouting, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. And you got me thinking, I need to see, are there any more heroes that I can recruit? No, not yet.
And this guy's costing me 200.
200 per turn?
Yeah, 250.
Yeah. Yeah, heroes are expensive, but you start leveling them up, and they're definitely worth it.
Yeah. Okay, then I am tunneling towards Black Crag as well. Right?
Okay.
Go.
There you go. There's no army there currently. You got a really good chance to roll right up and attack it next turn.
Okay.
However, before we do that, you up for fighting another quest battle?
Yes.
All right. Now, we're coming up close to an hour here, and I don't want to rush through this, but let's go ahead and do this quest battle. I think it'll be fun. Only question is, which one do I want to do? Would you rather fight against a bunch of undead or against a bunch of greenskins?
Greens. Let's keep it green.
Keep it green? Okay, so this is called the Dragon Cloak of Firescar. And I'm going to read out the description here. A message has arrived from High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Hey, you sent me a message. The scroll is a long one with well over half detailing the many enmities recorded in the Great Book of Grudges against the foul greenskins. Now Thorgrim plans to set in motion a campaign to strike a telling blow against the Urks and Groby so that their stain might be erased from the face of the old world once and for all. Summoning a trusted champion, Ungrim instructs him to infiltrate a greenskin settlement and plant a scroll indicating the presence of a secret tunnel entrance in Broken Leg Gully and leading to the nearby hold of Karak Kadrin. Such a tunnel doesn't exist, but the dim-witted greenskins will surely take the bait. And the location of this is over here, right next to Karak Raziak, which is in my territory, but I don't want to take the time to run over there. So I'm just going to do the teleport. And, ooh, it's an ambush. We're being ambushed. This is going to be interesting. So I'm going to, once we get in there, I am going to gift you, I'm going to gift you probably the, let's see, how do we want to do this? I could gift you all the Slayer Pirates, which would be all the missile units.
Yeah.
Or it might make more sense if they're coming from multiple directions. I could gift you just like one half of the army, on one side.
Oh wait, we're ambushing them.
No. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, you're right. Okay, wow, that's going to make things a heck of a lot easier then. This should be a total pushover.
Well, I guess they've taken the bait, right?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm so used to being the ones ambushed in a quest battle.
Shame we don't have any proper ranged. Ooh,
Well, we got Slayer Pirates. They're ranged.
But their range isn't like super long.
It's not great. We have no artillery.
Enough of this larking about, lads. It is time to arm ourselves, to act like slayers, and bring death to the Urks, and especially those sniveling Groby. I wish to cleanse myself in battle. Once I have cleaned my soul of the subterfuge, then I will wear the honorable cloak of Fritzgar again. Now, my throng, ready your shield walls. Bring the oath stones. Let us drain all before us. When the job is done, I will crack open a barrel of Bugmans, and we will drink until none can stand. Are you with me, lads?
Okay, I'm very curious what the verb dring means exactly. All right.
Dring?
Dring. He said, let us dring all before us. So I don't know if that means like slay. It probably means slay, since I am the Slayer King. All right. So again, we've got. I'm going to give you the.
I think it's half and half is better, yeah. We'll just squeeze them.
You want to take the left flank and I'll take the right flank?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Slayers and 3 Slayer Pirates over here. You can rearrange them however you want, and then I'm also going to give you Garagrim Iron Fist.
Oh.
And there we go. That's all yours, and then I'm going to set up here in the middle. You're going over there, okay? That's good. Now what we want to do very quickly, I'm actually going to set up back here because I want to hit those trolls with my missile units right away, because trolls are very vulnerable to missile units. Although they also are vulnerable to Slayers. Slayers are very good anti-large. But so I'm going to hit these trolls back here. And then they're probably going to send those goblin wolf chariots and the boar boys. They've got lots of cavalry here. They've got 4 units of cav back here. So they're probably going to turn around and run those straight towards us. If we let them. I'm a little curious what they're going to do with all of their infantry. But their infantry, there's no reason to not make their infantry come to us.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we hold these gaps, right? Fire at them from the.
Yeah,
well, you're going all like back in
no,
there.
I just moved him down there. I'm gonna put Ungrim himself up here with two Slayer units to hold this gap right here, and then I'm gonna move my. I guess this is a runesmith down here. I'm gonna move him down here with this force down here. And what I want to try to do is I'm going to get my Slayer Pirates here. I'm going to get them firing at these trolls. Then I'm going to be sending my Slayers towards these ranged units. But there's a good chance that they'll get clogged up with the cavalry before they can get there. And then I'm going to use.
I'll stay kind of here, and I might just depending how they're gonna go.
Yeah, exactly. If they all turn around and start coming towards me, then
I'll kind of.
Then you can hit them from behind.
Yeah.
Should be fine. I'm going to use Ungrim himself plus these 2 Slayers in the middle here. I'm going to use them to just kind of try to slow down literally all of his melee infantry.
All right.
And that'll give you a chance then to hit them from behind if they turn around to face me. And I've got an explosion here with my Rune of Wrath and Ruin. So I'm going to do that probably right away here. Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
Do I need 3 units in the gap or just 2? Do you think?
What are you doing with Garagrim?
Oh yeah, where's good question. I'm gonna put him in the gap.
Yeah, I think he's at least as good as a unit by himself.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep 3 in the. I'll keep this one. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Right, we're ready. Ready.
Okay, let's start the battle.
Go.
That'll do.
And then my Slayers, I want to move up this way.
Desperate to be about it.
You guys should be shooting these trolls. Trolls are all moving towards me. Okay, the infantry are actually moving towards you. All right, let's get you.
Why am I?
What's wrong?
Okay, these guys aren't really shooting. The pirates.
Oh, I probably should have told you to be very careful with their line of fire. Gunpowder units have a tendency to be really, really terrible about firing if there's the slightest obstruction. It's quite annoying.
Okay, yeah, okay, your Slayer's made it, and so have mine.
I think we're fine here. This is going just fine.
Yeah, we're gonna...
Garagrim is taking the
if we
brunt
can-
of the fighting over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's kind of try and pincer. Oh yeah, you already pincered them.
Yeah, they're not going to
Yeah,
last
yeah.
too long here.
Yeah. Oh. Annihilated. Ooh, your pirates.
That's all right. They're fine.
I'm on those orc boys.
It is an order.
I've got a Slayer unit over here that's going to jump on them as well. The trolls are running away one more time. These wolf chariots look like they're about to break. And where's the enemy lord? I've lost track of him.
Zoggoth Beard Burner, he's one guy in the back here. Oh, he's a wizard. Okay, we're just firing at him.
Okay, I still lost track of him, but never mind. Apparently you took care of him. Okay, very good.
No mere victory. Fates were rewritten. Destinies ended. Name mutable changed. All because of you, Michael.
Yeah, whatever you say.
What a day. What a Sunday.
All right, so I'm going to read the flavor text when we get back, and then that'll be a good place to do an episode break, I think.
Yep. Actually forgot to read the flavor text for Grimnir out loud. For the Axe of Grimnir.
I don't even remember now what magic item I'm getting out of this. It's legendary. I know that much, but this is really good. You did that's a good job.
26.
Good job by both of us. We took very little casualties here.
Yeah.
And actually, I've got a second quest battle that we can do since we took so few casualties. We might want to do that at the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so yeah, the only risk is that Ungrim is at half strength, but we'll just have to protect him a little bit. Okay, let's go with the Oath Golden Treasury. And I got myself a Teller of Tales. Dragon Cloak of Fierskar, or Fierskar, I think is how he pronounced it. This cloak is made from the skin of the fierce dragon Fierskar, now an heirloom of Karak Kadrin and a symbol of vows already fulfilled. So that's very, very nice. I think it's a talisman. It gives me a 20% ward save, which is awesome. I love ward save. Enemy hero action success chance, minus 10%. Wound recovery time, minus one turn, which is irrelevant. Hopefully I will never get wounded. Melee defense plus 5, and fire defense 20%. Very
Nice.
good. Okay. Like I said, I think that's probably a good place to do an episode break, and then we'll pick up here in the next episode. And like I said, we might have another quest battle to do beginning of the next episode.
Yeah,
So-
and then we got the Black Crag as well. So
Yeah, and we'll try to get both that second quest battle and the Battle of Black Crag in the next episode. Those are, particularly the Battle of Black Crag, that's going to be a time-consuming battle, probably.
yeah.
This is hoping that Ironclaw doesn't have an army close enough to move in and reinforce it before you get there. But so far, it looks pretty promising. All right, so I'll go ahead and just say thanks, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you, as always, for your comments. Any of the feedback, any advice or suggestions, or either thematic or strategy or whatever, is always appreciated. And I'll pass it over to you if you have anything to add.
No, really enjoying this, guys. Yeah, we need to make this a little more regular, but otherwise I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so we'll catch you guys in the next episode then.
Yep. Bye, everybody.